let's talk about insurance in the state of Florida. I want to put a disclaimer out there. I'm not an insurance broker, not an expert, but I'm going to give you my little 2 cents of what's going on in the Florida market at this time. So if you've been keeping up at all as far as like insurance rates, I think it's kind of indicative across the country in a lot of different markets, but for the state of Florida, due to the fact that we do get storms from time to time that obviously result in a lot of property loss, insurance carriers have definitely tightened up requirements for housing and from new construction to older homes. The insurance premiums have gone up, and then also we've had a couple major carriers recently pull out of the market, which shrunk the marketplace for insurance as well. So starting around the first of the year, we started seeing a lot of this change take place. And so it's not just my area, Panama City Beach and Bay County, it's all throughout the entire state. But it definitely has made an impact on insurability in some cases, and then also your normal premiums. So most people, including myself, have seen some increases in their insurance premiums, but we're seeing it more when people are going to write new policies versus just having policies renewed, although a lot of people are seeing that effect as well. So it's really important that when you look to purchase a property in the state of Florida, and I'll take my area for example, that you get that information up front. So I work great with a particular insurance carrier called Affordable Insurance. Well, actually they're insurance brokers. So they have access to all the available lines across the entire state of Florida. So if I ever have a concern about what a quote may be, or even the insurability of a property, I'll send that address to my contact with Affordable, Joshua, hey Joshua, and he will go ahead and give me a quote for the property. So a couple of things, if you're looking to purchase in our state or in my area to buy, like say a condo, keep in mind that your HOA fees, one of the main components of that is covering the insurance on the building itself, also flood insurance if it's required as well. What you're going to pay for is the interior insurance. That's the walls in of that particular condo unit, and that's not a really expensive part. The main part is the entire building. So we've seen increases starting in January for these buildings where they're basically, their premiums are going up, so they're having to adjust the HOA fees to compensate for that. The amount has been, variety of amounts. I think it also has to do with the age of the building, what was their insurability levels before. So I've seen it anywhere from $75 a month that passes through to you as the owner, up to several $100s a month. Now, for the most part, it looks like most of the buildings have already taken those increases, but whenever we put something under contract, and I put something under contract, we're getting what's called a condo rider, and that gives the most current HOA fees, and then we'll have access to actually call the HOA and ask them more questions about insurance, any kind of pending assessments, things of that nature. Now, if you're looking to purchase a single family home in our area, that's where it gets a little bit more complex, because if you're looking to purchase something that's very close to the water, a couple 3 blocks from the water, it's really to come down to proximity, the age of the property, the age of the roof, that's going to determine the insurability and also the premium for that property. So for a lot of people, they look at a property that's like, I had one recently where the property is a year 2000 built. So the property is only 23 years old. 2 blocks from the beach. It has the original roof on it. So I had some concerns because it does have the original roof, and I understand that things have really changed in our market. So I sent that over to Joshua and I said, hey, what's my premium look like? It is the original roof. And the response was it's not insurable. Now I know that sounds crazy, because for most people, if you look that live outside the state, they're like, what? My roof's like 40 years old and it's fine. Well, you don't live in Florida where we have these storms that can come through. So what the insurance carriers are trying to get people to do is to update their roofs, change out their roofs, that brings them up to code, more codes when it comes to the way the roof will perform in a large weather event. And so for new construction in our area, they're going to have the most updated codes, the way that those roofs are strapped down to the house, and then the house to the foundation. Older homes are going to have whatever codes were in place at that time. So for that particular property, even though it was only 23 years old, it was unfortunately uninsurable until the roof got replaced. And once the roof gets replaced, the quote was approximately $5,500 a year for general insurance and flood insurance, which in our area, even if you're not in a flood zone, I always recommend flood insurance. It's very reasonably priced when you don't need it, and even when you need it, it's not horribly priced in most cases. But it definitely helps you because that covers like rising water and storm surge. So if you weren't educated enough on insurance before, you are now. No. I did another video with Joshua about insurance in our area that I'm going to go ahead and post up here for you guys if you want to learn more about that, and then feel free to reach out to him or reach out to me. I guess the big takeaway is have a good realtor that is experienced, that can help guide you through some of the complexities in our market, and make sure to get you as much information up front so you can make a good informed decision, other than waiting till a week before you're closing and you go to get insurance and you can't. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. My information's at the end screen. And if you haven't subscribed, shame on you, do it now. And please like and also comment. And if you have any content ideas for me, topics you'd like me to cover, please feel free to put that in the comments too. Have a great day from Panama City Beach, Florida. Bye.